Hi everybody. Today I want to tell you the story of me replacing the neck on my Harley Benton JA-60 guitar. Well, this is an original neck from this guitar. There's a Harley Benton logo and it is completely okay. It is nice and straight. The fretwork is very much alright. But my preference was having a more Stratocaster neck, I would say. What I mean by that, this neck has a 14-inch radius and it is quite chunky. I mean, it's not that chunky, but it definitely feels more like a Les Paul neck, I would say. And I wanted to have a Stratocaster feeling, which I'm used to. So what I did was just buying a Stratocaster neck and fitting it right into the pocket. As you can see, it fits well. Everything is fine in here. The size is the same, but the first issue I had is that this neck in here is just slightly higher. So I had to drop the Tune-o-matic bridge down, and then, well, let's talk about the radius. This is a 14-inch radius neck, and this is 9.5. And as you probably guessed, they don't correspond. I mean, the bridge and the neck, they don't correspond in terms of radius, because this is supposed to work with a 14-inch radius neck and this is 9.5. So what you get at the end is the first and the last strings are way too high, while these ones are okay. Well, I tried to solve the problem by filing down as you can see. Can you see this? I filed it down because I filed down the saddles the most in here and in here, then slightly less in here and in here, and this one once I've left untouched. But anyways, even after I made this slot, because the string was basically lying on top of the metal piece in here, it still is not 9.5-inch radius. What am I supposed to do with that? Well, I've got an idea. I'm gonna replace the Tune-o-matic bridge by a regular Stratocaster-like, not this one, but I've ordered the same one, just without this part, which is supposed to be for the tremolo arm. I've ordered a top loader bridge and I'm gonna install it in here like that. So what I have to do is I have to take this off, and I have to plug the holes. I have to seal them up to paint it all over again, because originally it was gray. The guitar is fantastic and the original neck was completely okay. As I said, that's just a question I was asking myself, whether I am satisfied with this neck or I want to just play something I am more used to. And I am more used to the Fender necks, with their radius slightly slimmer in here, and their radius of the fretboard, which is slightly rounder than this one. But again, originally this guitar was very, very good. And when I was buying it, I thought it would be a kind of a project, but I didn't think I will have to work that much. So I've spray painted the headstock, the guitar itself. The paint doesn't work really great right now and doesn't look really great because I didn't let it dry out properly. I was so eager to continue assembling the guitar that I messed up with the paint. I want to make here a flat surface to spray it all over again, and only then I want to install this new bridge. It will also give me a slightly lower action. I can lower the pickups, and then I can adjust each individual saddle to correspond with the new neck radius. I've got this beautiful baked maple neck with Chinese locking tuners, but they work fine. Don't have any complaints about that. I have this roller string tree, as you can see. Yeah guys, I'm gonna tell about you all a bit later. Okay, so the guitar looks fantastic in this color. I really want it to be white, and the pickups are great. And actually this is a very distinct sound in comparison with two Telecasters I have, one with Hot for Tele by Seymour Duncan pickups, one with Vintage 52. I have a Strat, a pretty regular Mexican Strat. I have an Ibanez SA series. I have a Yamaha, a Les Paul style guitar, very good, Korean made. I've got an Epiphone SG Custom, a Jaguar bass, a Chord bass, but this one is the most lightweight guitar I have. And actually, because this is a Harley Benton and not Fender by any means, it has a slightly smaller body, which is very comfortable to play. It is slim, it is small, and it is lightweight. So this guitar is extremely comfortable to play. And that's why I'm so passionate about making a project out of it. That's gonna be exciting, and it will take a lot of work and a lot of patience. God gave me the patience I need. Sometimes I just fucking mess up with all this. Take a look, take a look. Can you see that? That's because I've put it on my knee to play when it wasn't completely dry, and here I have some... Can you see that? That's fucked up. Oh, one more thing to consider if you want to do something like that, to install a different neck, and especially a different tailpiece, different bridge, is that you have to somehow connect this metal plate with your ground wire coming from here and onto one of the pots. But if I get rid of those metal barrels, what am I gonna do? Let's see whether it works or not. How to remove these ones. It turned out to be much easier than I thought. I just put it in, and then this is what I'm doing. Oh hell, this one is the hardest one. These ones were okay, very easy actually. I didn't even have to use the screwdriver. I mean, these ones came out much easier, you know, just with my fingers. But this one, shit. Are you gonna come off? nifty little guy. Ugh. Hell. Probably I smashed it too hard inside, beneath the... Oh shit. It doesn't come off. Why? Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Probably. I really hope so. Because if it's not, I'm not gonna leave it like that. Yeah, fuck yeah. Here you are. So now, yeah, probably you cannot see that, but there's, yeah. Can you see? That's a piece of wire. Piece of wire. And probably I want to keep it. I don't know how exactly right now I'm gonna keep it. But somehow, even if I plug the hole down, even if I seal this hole up and all of them, I need to keep the wire coming out of there. But probably I can keep those two holes to put the cigarette. No, I'm just kidding. I have to seal them up. You have to keep the wire if you want to change the bridge, because otherwise you will have lots of hum. And you don't want that on your guitar, believe me. In case you've ever wondered what's underneath the pickguard in Harley Benton, and it stuck because, as I said, I've put it on a guitar which wasn't dry after the spray paint. Why am I do that all the time? I've spray painted so many guitars, and every time I have the same issue. I start assembling them back too fucking early. Oh, why? Why is that so every time? Jazz for Jazz Master. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot like a smartphone repair technician. They use something like that. Oh shit, there's one more screw. That's good, I noticed that. Okay, Yushki. Cool. Something else? No. I don't want to break my pickguard, really. Why isn't it coming off? Come off. Come off. Immediately. Oh. That's probably because I also have to remove these. Shit. Oh shit. No, no, no. I don't want to ruin it. Yeah. It kind of holds the pickguard a little bit. And that's why it doesn't come off right now. Okay. That can be solved. Well, this is why Harley Benton are so cheap. Because, you know, they save money on things that are not that obvious. I don't know how many pieces of wood in this body, probably 4. Oh, well, who cares? But it is so lightweight, you know? Yeah, this doesn't look neat, but who cares? That's underneath the plate. And this is the original color. Can you see? It was something gray it's called. I don't remember the exact name. Okay, so this is a ground wire I'm talking about. Am I gonna keep it? I definitely should. I need to save this feature. The pickups, it says nothing on the back plate. Oh, and this one has stuck too, just a bit because of the paint, as I said, and I don't want to mess up with the position. So yeah, this is how it looks like. If you ever wondered what kind of pots they are, it's Yarf, whatever it is. Yarf. And another Yarf. And oh, why? That's surprising. Can you see that? Made in Korea. Made in Korea. So this thing is made in Korea, which looks like a pretty high quality component in my guitar. For example, in my SG Custom, this thing started kind of failing and misfunctioning sometimes, almost right after I bought it. And I bought it new on Thomann website, where you can buy this one. But I'm trying to say that this looks like a very nice, cool thing. It looks good. No shielding whatsoever, as you can see over here, but I would say that they are not really noisy, the pickups. So I don't think I'm gonna do any shielding, even though I can. I have some aluminium foil and I can wrap it all, but you know, I just don't want to mess up with this too. So this is the blank body right now. Okay, I am having in here some cocaine. Oh yeah, joking guys, I'm joking. What am I doing now is I'm filling up the holes. Take a look. I took this construction plugs, I've cut them a bit, and now whoop, going further. Just imagine this was cocaine and not baking soda. How expensive would it be? Let me know in the comments below. Now it seems nice and flat, and what I'm doing is I'm dropping just a little bit of super glue. I'm trying to spread it all over the place and let it soak in. Okay, now it's dried out. How am I getting rid of these leftovers here, for example? Okay, so it's not completely flat right away after I did it, so I'm just cutting it off with this knife, like that. Can you see that? It works okay. Whoop. Now it's much better. I of course will use some sandpaper, but before I can just cut off the leftovers. Okay guys, I've messed up my painting again. I've accidentally dropped the guitar, fresh painted, and all the dust and all the particles from the ground were on the paint. So I thought, well, fuck it then. I'll just remove all the paint. I'm gonna strip it down to the bare wood and then repaint it all over again. don't do like me. Don't fucking hurry up, please, guys, because I'm so pissed off doing all that. If you've ever wondered how many pieces of wood there are in a Harley Benton guitar, I would say 2. Here's one, and this one is the second one, as far as I'm concerned. But look, that's not just a solid wood, that's a sandwich. Can you see this? Here. That's a sandwich made out of some few pieces of wood. How many exactly? I don't know. 2 in here, 3 layers, well, many pieces of wood. But on the other hand, who cares? I don't. Okay, guys, the project is accomplished, and this is the new look of my ex Harley Benton JA-60. Now it's kind of a semi-replica, oh my gosh, semi-replica of Fender Jazzmaster. Okay, well, let me tell you what I've done. As you've seen, I had to repaint it. It was white. Initially it was gray, but then I painted it white. But while installing the new bridge, I messed up in a few places, and I thought that probably I will have to refinish it, so I repainted it, and I wanted to seal these holes, these and these, and actually I didn't succeed in that. Probably because I wasn't patient enough, or probably because the spots where the holes were sealed were too obvious. So I decided to, to take the filling off and just put these screws back just to be there. It used to be a Les Paul style bridge, tune-o-matic. Now it's a fixed bridge, a no-name Chinese one, but I've also ordered solid brass saddles, which are very nice. I just slightly sanded them with 1000 sandpaper in here to make them perfectly smooth. Except for that, I've painted these stripes, and as you can see, the finish is not flawless. Still, we can see the imperfections in here and in here, but that's my fault. And well, in here I just masked the hole with a piece of tape. But well, overall, when you look from the distance, it looks really nice. As I said, this is a Stratocaster style neck, and here are a few chips too. So overall look of this guitar is kind of vintagey, used kind of one, but I'm okay with that totally. The electronics and everything stayed the same. Look, that's cool. This is a decal by Fender. We can see I've sprayed it to make sure it's fixed on a headstock. These are Geiger lock-in tuners. This is the date I've replaced the strings. I had to make a shim on the neck because I just couldn't make it sound right. So this works completely fine. I've shimmed a few of my guitars and it is okay. It doesn't steal any kind of sound of frequencies. It sounds incredible, really. And now I am making a recording with this guitar for the third time. I mean, this is the third song I'm recording with it. The first one was the original neck, and the second one was with the replaced neck but original bridge. However, as I said, the original bridge didn't give me the radius I needed, because this is 9.5-inch radius and the original neck is 14. Well, it's been a long project, and I'm recording it in a few different days, so probably I've told that already. And this is my guitar. This is how it looks like. So if you want to replace a neck on your Harley Benton, you have to consider replacing the bridge too, sealing the holes or masking them somehow. The bridge itself is not that important, it just has to be fixed. I had one by Wilkinson which has 3 screws over here and no screws in here, but I decided to choose this one which has 5 points and 5 screws on it because it makes it more solid. That's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, watch my video clips, listen to my albums and records on Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever you use. Cheers!